Apple is making some big changes in OS X Yosemite, but one of the smaller changes is moving the full screen function to a Windows Zoom button. The Zoom button is this green button next to the close and minimize buttons. What it does has never been completely consistent throughout the history of OS X, but generally, clicking it would make the current window just large enough to fit the displayed content. So, for example, if you're here at Apple's website and your Safari window is too small to display all of the content, you can click the Zoom button and Safari's window will expand to the maximum dimensions of your display to fit the content as best it can. But now in Yosemite, if you click the Zoom button, it takes the app full screen, which may not be what you want. So we'll just exit out of here. Now, a few weeks ago, we told you about a trick that could bring the traditional Zoom button functionality back to Yosemite. And that trick was to hold the Option key when you click the green button. So if you see here now, you can see that if I'm hovering over it without holding any keys, there are these two arrows pointing in other directions, in opposite directions. That is Apple's symbol for full screen. If I hold the Zoom button, or excuse me, hold the Option key, that button becomes a plus, which is the traditional Zoom button functionality. So to show you that again, that's without holding the Option key, and now I'm holding the Option key. And as I just demonstrated at the beginning of the video, that makes the window respond as if it was the traditional Zoom functionality. But there's another way to do this that Apple has introduced in Yosemite, and that is to double-click an empty space in the toolbar. So if I come up here and I just double-click, you get the same kind of functionality as the traditional Zoom button without having to hold the Option key. And if you bring it back down here, you can double-click on either side, and you'll get the same thing. And now this works with default apps like Safari, Preview, TextEdit, but some apps it doesn't work for, like iTunes, and it also doesn't work for third-party apps. Those developers are going to have to code this functionality into their app. So if you really use the traditional Zoom functionality a lot and you really like it, you're going to have to wait for the developers of your favorite apps to update them, which may take some time after Yosemite launches this fall. For TechReview.com, this is Jim Tanis. Thanks for watching.